Hi, this is Emmanuel here, and this is our first lesson for the major scale in music. To do this lesson, you are going to need a diagram of the piano, like on the screen there, and let's get to it. Now, as you can see from this diagram, there is 7 white and 5 blacks. So we will start with the first white note, alright? We shall name that C. Now, if you play all the white notes, you are going to play a C major scale. And it's 8 notes, even though it's C, D, E, F, G, A, B, the C is the 8th note, therefore it's called an octave. Oct comes from the word octagon, which means 8. And because there's 12 notes, there's supposed to be to have 12 major scales. Now, so in this lesson, I want to teach you how to find those 12 major scales. Alright? And there's a secret formula to this. And what you need to do is pay attention to the space between each notes. And there's a formula. It is TTS, TTTS. Or in Malaysian, it's Tan Tok Seng to Tan Tok Seng. Okay? Now, what is a T? What is an S? A T is a tone and an S is a semitone, half a tone. Now, if you see between the C and the D, there's a black note there. So from the first note, from the major scale to the second note of the major scale, it's a tone. So you go up one and come down the other. That is 2 semitones equals to 1 tone. And then from D, the second to the third, you also have another T, which is a tone. So you're going from D, up 1, down to the E. So TTS. Now notice E and F, there's no black in between. So it's only a half step or a semitone to F. And if you do this formula, TTS, TTTS, you will be able to find all 12 major scales, no problem whatsoever. There is a few caveats to how to name the scale. Alright, so wherever you start, if you apply TTS to TTTS, you can get the major scale. But these are the rules to the names. Number 1, an alphabet cannot be repeated. Alright, so in the major scale, you cannot see 2 C's or 2 E's or 2 B flats. You cannot do that. Right? So that's rule number 1. Rule number 2 is that in any given major scale, if it's flat, if it's a B, they're all flats. If there's a sharp, they are all sharp. This is just common rules for now. Alright? And okay, what is a sharp and what is a flat? Now, go back to C and D, alright? See the black note in between? Now, if the next note is going up from C, that note is called a C sharp. If it's coming down from D, then that is a D flat. This is what we call enharmonics, one note having 2 names. They are the same note, same sound, but they have 2 names depending on whether or not those alphabets have been used. So wherever you start. So they can be named C sharp or D flat. Alright? And that's the first lesson. So homework, find all 12 major scales. And trivia question, why is October the 10th month and not the 8th month? And just a little thing to add, whichever note you start the major scale on, that's the name of it. So if you start on an A, it's an A major scale. If you start on a C sharp, it's a C sharp major scale, so everything else will be sharp. If you start on a B flat major scale, everything will be flat. So where you start is what is the name of the scale. Alright? PS. Bye. Hey, Emmanuel here again. So in this video, I'm going to demonstrate the major scale for you in F and in G. So if you don't want to see me do it, pause the video right now and do F and do G first. And once you come back, just continue watching. If you are not, I'm going to demonstrate now how to find the scale for F and G using TTS, TTTS. Alright? Okay. So if we start on F, alright, and this is just pure math, okay? So the first to second note is a tone. So you go F, F sharp to G. So your second note is now G. Second to third note is another T. So G, G sharp, A. Alright? Now third to fourth note is a semitone, it's an S. Now in this scenario, it is A to B flat. Now the reason we don't say it's A sharp, it's because A has already been used. So this note, this black note now is called B flat. From the 4th to the 5th note, it is a tone. So B flat down to B to C. C is the 5th. 5th to 6th is another tone. So C, C sharp, D. And then D again, the 6th to the 7th is a tone. So D, D sharp, E. And then to end the octave off is the semitone. So E to F. So in the major scale of F, you have F A, F G A, B flat, C D E, and then F. Now, and how you recognize this on music is when you see one flat written like that. Okay, when you see that, you know that this is in F key, regardless of what the first chord is in the song. Alright, so that is F. Now moving on to G is the same thing. So we start on G. First to second is a tone, so G, G sharp, A. Second to third is another tone, so A, A sharp, B. Third to fourth is a semitone, so B to C. Fourth to fifth is a tone, so C, C sharp, D. Fifth to sixth is a tone, D, D sharp, E. Now sixth to seventh is a tone, so E, F, F sharp. So F sharp is the 7th note, alright? And then the 7 to 8 is a semitone, so F sharp to G. And how you look on music is when you see one sharp, you know that the key is in the key of G. Even it could be starting on an E minor or a B minor or a C or a D, the key is in G when you see one sharp. Alright, so those are the two examples of how to name and how to write scales in sharps and flats. Alright, so just go ahead and wherever you are and start somewhere and just do repeat.